Wait a second. This is Timber Town?
Yeah.
I thought we were playing Tinder Town.
Nope.
What? Oh, I'm out.
Swipe left, dog. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Cardboard Drafthouse. My name's Ryan.
Hey, y'all, it's Keck.
And today we are playing Timber Town. Not to be confused with Tinder Town, dude.
I brought us a wonderful American lager. Mm-hmm. Get it? A lager?
Mm-hmm. Everybody loves a log.
Classic Coors Banquet, my friend.
We've got the game all set up. This is a 2-player only tile drafting game. And you're typically supposed to sit across the table from one another, which we are not doing right now, obviously. So we kind of have things turned a little bit weird to sort of simulate that, which is going to make it a little bit awkward while we're playing because, you know, technically this is face up for my board. So these are actually my columns and these are actually my rows. So at the end of the game, we will, you know, spin our board so that they are upright for all scoring purposes. Just FYI. In Timber Town, players are going to take an action on their turn, and there's basically 2 actions that you can take. There is a third one, which would be pass, and you're only going to do that at the end of the game when you've got nothing left to do. So
the non-action action.
Indeed. So you've got 2 actions. The first would be to draft a tile from the river and then place it into your town. And the second action that you can take would be to place your raft out onto one of the tiles to sort of claim it for yourself, meaning that you're calling dibs on it and nobody else will be able to take that tile. Diving deeper into that, when you take a tile and put it into your town, wherever it is on the river, that tile will have to go into that same column where it came from the river. So if there was a tile here, and I was to draft it, it would have to go into this column right here. There is one way to break that rule by having a crane. There are certain other things up here that you'll obtain by taking tiles throughout the game that can aid you in certain situations. If you have a crane, you can spend that to take a tile and then place it anywhere in your town that you want. The other thing to note is that every round, we are going to be shifting the bottom tile here off the edge of the waterfall. So anything on it is going to get discarded. This is going to fall off and everything will slide down. And this tile will then go to the front and get refilled with tiles. And you'll see these symbols down here. Whatever symbol's at the front of the line will be the person that is going first in that round. So this symbol is me. That would mean I get to choose a tile first.
Got it.
But we did randomly determine at the start of the game that Keck will be going first, so we will leave his symbol out here at the front.
Mm-hmm. And then when the game begins, we're going to fill up all 3 of these, and then that'll slide down each round. Mm-hmm. So there might be a piece up here that I want in row 3, but if I wait 2 rounds and you don't grab it first, I can then slide it into my column.
Exactly. Which segues very nicely into the second action that you can take, which is putting your raft out onto a tile. A lot of times you'll want to do that because you want a certain tile to be in a certain column. And let's say it flops out at the front of the river. You might put your raft on it because you actually want to wait for it to hit, you know, the 3rd or 4th column so that it can land in this, you know, in this column on your board. So that would be a strategic reason to use your raft.
If the tile, the row of the river falls off the waterfall with your raft still on it, that token just comes back to your board. If it's one of yours, standard full ones, we each get 1 starting raft, and we can pick up additional rafts that are temporary, and those ones go back to the supply, whereas these ones always come back to you.
Mm-hmm. So with all that explained, let's talk about the scoring conditions of the game. There are 7 different colored tiles out here in the pile, and each tile color has its own little scoring condition. Some of them, these 2 right here, they just have 1 card. You'll always use that card in the game. But these other 5 colors have 4 different cards that you can shuffle up, randomly choose one. So every game, the scoring condition will be a little bit different. We did randomly determine that at the start of the game. There are some starting cards that they recommend you play with, and we did actually get 2 of those randomly, but these 3 are not starter cards. So let's look at the scoring conditions really quick, and then we can jump into playing. First up are the markets, the orange tiles. This says that each orange tile will score 2 points for each orthogonally adjacent, unique, not orange tile. So in the example here, you can see this one's going to score 4 points because it's got a yellow and a brown orthogonally adjacent touching it. The purples, they will score based on the amount of purples you end up with in your town. This one's a little bit scary because odd numbers actually give you negative points, whereas even numbers give you positive points. So if you only have 1 tile, you're going to get negative 9 points. 2 tiles will get you 8 points. 3 tiles is negative 6. 4 tiles get you 20 points. 5 tiles, negative 3, and 6 tiles get you 36 points. That's a big one. But we are pretty sure there are only 6 purples total in the pile. So to go for that 36 points, you got to make sure you're getting every single one. And if you get sniped on that last one, you're getting negative 3.
Gotta catch them all.
Yeah.
Purple tiles.
And so my last card over here are the parks, the green tiles. Each one will score 5 points if it's placed in the corner of your town.
The 2 primary that came with every playthrough of the game are going to be the brown and red scoring tiles. The browns will place the brown town square somewhere wherever you place it on your map, and it drops a cute little beaver on it. You get a little beaver in your town. However, it only scores if that beaver can escape your town on either side by the connecting boardwalks. You'll see on the tiles as we start to lay them out, there's little roadway boardwalks that will connect each of our tiles, and if that beaver can escape on either side of your board, it needs to be able to escape on both sides to score using the roads, and they can zig and zag around. It doesn't have to be a straight shot. Then they will score 5 points each per beaver. The red tiles score for 2 points each just on their own, but more importantly, they let you take one of the construction tokens, which are your cranes, dams, or rafts. The yellow tile is the cottage, and it scores 5 points for each pairing that are orthogonally adjacent. So you can see on this example here, you got these 2 solo yellow tiles on their own over here, 5 points each, 10 points right there. But you get this row over here, none of those are going to score. They have to be in just a pair. More than a pair is no score. The blue tiles are going to score 2 points for each unique non-blue in the same row. So say there was a blue here, and then a purple and a yellow and a red, that would be 3 points. But if 2 of those colors repeated, it would only be 2 points because it's for each non-unique color in that same row as the blue tile. And you get 2 points for each one. And
remember that our boards are turned sideways to simulate that we are sitting across from one another, so our rows are actually columns right now. At the end of the game, like I said, we'll turn them this way so we can actually see and score properly. But just keep that in mind. If, we're doing weird stuff, you might think, that's a column, bro, not a row. Maybe we know what we're doing. Maybe.
The columns are all numbered 1, 2, 3, 4 as they descend down towards the waterfall, and then the rows are all with letters.
Really quick, let me explain the free actions.
Oh.
Because on your turn, like we said, you can either claim a tile or place out a raft, but there are a few free actions that you can take on your turn. So the first would be to claim a tile underneath your raft. So theoretically, you might be able to take 2 tiles. Your main action would be to draft a tile, and your free action would be to take the tile underneath your raft. Another free action is to use a crane. And as we mentioned before, cranes let you take a tile from the river and place it anywhere in your town. Another free action would be to use the dam token. A dam just lets you take 2 tiles from the river. You don't need your raft on it. You just take 2 tiles from the river, but they do need to go in the corresponding column. The last free action that you can take is called Scuttle a Construction Token. What that means is, as Keck had mentioned, there are little boardwalks on the tiles. And let's say you had a tile here with a boardwalk, and then you were going to place a tile here that does not have a connecting boardwalk. You cannot place that tile because you can never have a boardwalk just dead ending into nothing. But to get around that, you can use a crane as if it's a boardwalk, place it out, and so now that boardwalk will connect.
Yeah.
All right, so we are ready to jump in. Keck is the first player.
Yeah.
And in case I misspoke at the beginning, if you, on your turn for your main action, you can choose to pass. That doesn't mean you're out of the game or like, saying you're not taking any more turns. You just pass for that turn. You're not taking a tile. You might want to let them slide down the river into a different placement. And
you'd still get your bonus actions as well. You just choosing to not take a mana action. Yeah. You're like, you know what? Nah, not for me. No. This one? That one? Okay. I'm up first. We get a cool little spinning in the corners. I like the idea that this one has some cornered boardwalks. I would like to save my corners for green pieces in the future. 2 oranges and a yellow. You know what I think I'm going to do? I think is actually probably a great start to the game. Is I'm going to take my first main action as a reserve, and I'm going to reserve, I think, this yellow because it has 3 boardwalks coming off of it. If I scoop up only 1 more yellow, that's still 10 points. I think the oranges have higher potential because if you surrounded it with 4, it would be 8 points, which is a ton. There's more potential, but a little trickier. I think I like the idea of reserving a yellow. All right, off to you, boss. Which of these 2 oranges would you like to take, or would you like to pass?
Bro, I don't like either of those oranges. I'm going to tell you straight up. Jeez. Gosh. These are terrible choices right out the gate, dude.
For you.
It's true. I did want that yellow.
I know you did.
I guess I will do that and hope that it wasn't terrible.
There we go. All right, so that's the first round. The red row falls off the waterfall and gets refreshed by our builders upstream. We've got a blue carpenter, a purple pagoda, and a red construction tile, and this one grants a dam. You can tell from that tiny little icon in the corner.
Mm-hmm. Dang, do I snipe purples, dude? Oh. Gosh. I might raft up the purple. Yeah.
Okay.
We'll do that so people can see the raft a little better.
Yeah, seems like a fine choice. I am going to take the red construction tile and I'm going to slot that in right up in here in column 1, row B. And then I'm also going to use my bonus action to claim my yellow tile. And that one I'm going to leave, I think, here. Like that. There we go. So it's okay to have your roads go into unclaimed spaces, but they can't like I couldn't go here, for example, where this runs into another placed tile with no boardwalk.
Exactly.
Okay. Here we go. Next round, I'm seeing a blue. A blue.
A blue and a red that grants a crane.
A Fraser crane?
Probably.
It's going to analyze you?
It goes on for Niles.
Ooh, damn.
That was like a Disneyland joke, dude. Jungle Cruise, anybody?
I know how much you love your Jungle Cruise. All right, kiddos. As much as I'm a fan of the cranes, both the ones in Seattle and in this game, I think the move here is going to be to scoop up one of these blues, in particular this one in the corner. I think that lines up real nice with placement here. I think that pushing for the potential of getting all 4 greens in the corners is like, it's not hard. A pipe dream, but like, dude, you're really, really crossing your fingers for that. So I'm going to place that there. And then that's going to end up scoring in this row based on how many different colors I end up in there. And hey, I've already got one, so.
Mm-hmm. I will draft this blue as my main action, putting it here, and I might just take the purple as a free action and get that right there. This corner just became dusted, though.
without having to scuttle a piece. You can scuttle a piece and do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just need to get pieces to scuttle.
Or I like grab that type of thing.
Oh, I didn't grab my dam.
Damn, dude. But you could grab something like this and have it literally going off the map as a little isolated piece, correct? And that would still work in the corner.
Yes.
But yeah, maybe that wasn't the best choice.
Would that work? I don't see why not. It doesn't violate the rules. You could.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So let's refresh this round.
Boop.
Slide, slippity slide.
I'm first to pick.
You are.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, you got some more perps available to you. A perp pagoda, a red that'll give you a raft, or a green for that sweet corner shot.
I should probably just do this.
Okay, there we go. Line up the purple for yourself ahead of time. I am going to take advantage, I think, of the green in the corner. That's green in the corner. Sorry.
That's Keck in the spotlight.
All right. That was me. Okay, so
That was us, dude.
This is us. All right, so this guy is going to fall off, and then it just goes into a discard pile, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeet it off the screen, dude.
Get out of there.
It literally just fell off the edge of the waterfall and like exploded.
I mean, yeah. And if you're living in a beaver village, and a waterfall is basically the edge of the world.
Some dude in a barrel like went over the edge and they're like, what the hell? Who was that guy?
All right, we got a red crane build, a yellow cottage that I think I'm going to have to wait for, and another blue. I think I'm going to pass on that bluegrass. I'm going to grab, this might seem, I think, a little strange, but no, I think this is the smarter move. I'm going to reserve this yellow for myself and just guarantee that I get those 10 points when I need them.
That's good.
Yeah. I really do want to scoop up some of those reds, but I think I can wait on that.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I need a red, I think. So I'm going to go here with it, and that gives me a crane, which will be nice to use in the future.
Okay, great. That's that round.
Mm-hmm.
And the river rages on.
It does.
All right.
But did the river run through it?
It always does. Doesn't the river always run through it?
I don't know. We got 2 reds and a yellow.
Okay. You're up first.
You're up. I kind of want to try my hand at yellow, getting a yellow pair.
Okay.
Ooh, I have a crane, dude.
You do have a crane. You can just pick any piece up you want and drop it wherever you'd like.
All right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to draft this tile. I'm going to use my crane to put it anywhere that I see fit. I'll put it right here.
That's where he sees fit.
And then I will also free draft this and put it right here because that also is good, right? I'm not breaking any rules yet.
No?
Yet.
Yeah. And yeah, that was a spicy turn, my friend. So if I pick up a red, I could just place it in here and just get more tokens. Like, I'm a big fan of these construction tokens. I think as the game goes on, these are going to be super clutch. But do I pass them up for scoring possibilities? Or I guess better scoring possibilities. I tell you what I'm going to do. I am going to take a red tile, but I'm going to let the 2 at the top float down a little further down river. I'm going to take this red raft token. I'm going to slide that in right up here at row A. And then I will also be claiming my cottage that my raft reserved for me. And that comes on over here. I get a raft from this red token that I took, and I'm going to immediately use it to create or scuttle it to create a little boardwalk bridge between these two, which makes my placement of this yellow valid. I want that to be so nice. I want it to, but I'm terrible at it.
All right. Are we good on this turn?
I think that was me, right? Because you went first this round. I went
first, and I did my double play.
Yeah.
So this is going to fall off. This blue building is getting destroyed at the base of the waterfall.
You know what I feel bad for? The builders up here at the top.
They're like
they're making all this stuff, and then some of it we're just letting rush over the edge of a great waterfall to crush into the rocks at the bottom. Like, what does the bottom of this waterfall look like now?
That was a Panera Bread, dude.
Not the Panera Bread. Actually, that I'd be willing to let that go.
Yeah, probably. There's one by my house. I don't go there.
All right. You know I'm a fan of my construction tokens. Not so much a fan of the beeves. So, you know what I'd really like to see pop out here that I haven't seen in a while is an orange market card. But in lieu of that, okay, I think that for me the best move here is going to be just to like reserve something for later. No, but there's none of this that like I'm really jonesing to get at this point. So I think I'm going to give myself some flexibility for down the road. And I'm going to take this crane, and I'm going to put that right down in here. Maybe I go all the way to the end with it. I'm going to go all the way to the end with it. To the edge of the world, if you would. Pick up my crane tile and pass to you, friend.
Bloop.
Well, okay, you knew what you wanted. You knew what you wanted bad. Okay, great. So we'll slide this on down. Refill for you to be the next first player. We've got another yellow cottage. Another yellow cottage. Can I interest you in some cottages? It's a little bit of a timeshare situation.
I like getting a raft, I suppose.
Okay.
I am red. You are blue.
I'm what?
What?
You know exactly which song is going through my head right now. I'm blue, I'm blue. Can you tell how old we are? It's not just the grays and the beard, it's the music references.
We're talking about Fraser Crane, dude.
Hey, I mean, that show's back. Maybe people are watching that. Are you watching that?
Maybe people are watching that.
Okay, I think that beavers in the top row could be fine, but I feel like that those are only like potentially 5 points, and only if you can make links. Like the real value, I think, is just having boardwalks. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to take this blue, and I'm going to slide that all the way down. See, do I want to take up these corner spots yet? That's really the dicey situation. I think that I'll be able to pick up, I think, enough.
Well, you already have a yellow and a red.
Yeah.
And so like any other color there.
Right. Or I could use my crane, drop it in here, but I'm not going to. I don't think that's worth it right now. I think saving my crane for later is going to be great. Okay, that's me.
What did I take? Oh, I took a red.
Yeah.
My bad.
You took the red. Yeah.
Yep. Next round.
Okay. See, the interesting about this with the alternating first player turns is that like either you're going first or you're taking 2 turns in a row.
Yeah.
Right?
For sure.
So it's like, yeah, this last round you got to go first that round, but now I get to go, and now I'm going again. Well, there's that orange I've been looking forward to, which I think could be a real banger if it gets into the right spot. But there's another one out there also. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the opportunity to cut you off from having this green, and I'm going to reserve that green with my raft. That's going to be my turn.
I still think that you already went, and so I'm going first next.
Yeah.
There's really no point in me using this raft because this is going to slide down. Then I can just take it.
You can just take it.
And I can get that. So like I think I'm good.
Okay.
I'll just pass.
You're just going to pass?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Cool. I like that. I feel like the passes are going to become more common as our boards fill up, right? Like you're going to be like, no, I'm not done yet. I'm just waiting for the right thing to slide down and slot in.
Right. Now I'm second guessing my pass.
Are you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I might want that yellow. I'm going to do it. I'm going to take this. I'm going to put it right here.
All right. Living that cottage life.
Cottage to up, dude.
Cottage core.
Wow. Yeah.
Okay. So that was that round. I went first. You went just now.
Yep.
This construction site's going to fall off the edge of the world.
Home Depot, no.
All right. There we go. Let's flip flop.
Gosh, this board is like full.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I didn't expect that to start happening, but we've been more judicious, I think, than we were when we did our first playthrough on this.
That's crazy. It's kind of the same amount of points if you get 5 for this or 5 for that. So maybe I should just take this You already have one on reserve, dude.
I do.
And this could theoretically go in this spot, right? Because it could lock in like that.
I don't see why not.
Yeah. All right, we'll do that.
Okay.
And then I am going to do my free action
Yep.
of getting this. And this fits nicely right there. Boardwalk is good.
All right. Real swell, friend. Real swell. I am going to be able to score or take the piece that I wanted to this turn. And that's going to be this orange right here. I'm going to take, and the question I have for myself is like, do I want to drop it like this with the road facing in, right? Or do I just turn it out and leave a backside? I feel like I want to turn it in because I already kind of have like a non-road on this side.
Yep.
And there could be potential where I need to drop something like a red tile
And you
there.
would need to scuttle 2 things, which would be crazy.
Right, and I'd have to scuttle a bunch to do that.
Right.
I am considering using my dam right now and picking up some more points as well that way.
You can do that.
I can do that, and I'm wondering if I'm going to. I am. I'm going to say, oh, damn, and drop that in here, and I'm going to put this orange right here. I don't think that it's like the highest scoring way I could go about it, but
It fits.
it fits. Okay. C'est moi.
That was the turn, bro. Those get yeeted.
Get out of here.
We're getting down to it. I only have 6 spots on my board left, dude.
Mm-hmm. All right, we got some more blues. Seeing some more red. More blues. I think we might be looking at a turn where I'm passing, my friend. Which I'm not generally a huge fan of, but I think it could be the move here. I mean, you're filling up on tiles, though, too. Because if you beat me to the race, you'll get those bonus 5, which could be the deal breaker. This might be a little spicy of a choice, but I'm going to take an orange here. I'm going to try to really cash in, I think, on the marketplaces. I'm going all economy with this build. And I'm going to go right there. That one could be up to 8 points for me. And doesn't violate any of my other sort of placement rules or sort of block any other potential points. So I think that's going to be my move.
I'll take this.
All right. Beaver on board.
Mm-hmm. And he's already got a path.
Right. Yeah. He's good. He's good to score.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to score, dude. All right. Falling off the waterfall is another cottage. Resetting back to the top. You're going to be the first player on this round. We've got a cottage,
And a grass.
a parkland,
Dang, man.
some Parks and Rec, if you would.
So I feel like I want to take this because I know you're probably trying to. You already have 1, and if you got another one, you're going to have 15 points, and that's kind of crazy. So now my question is, do I put it like that, or do we put it like that? I don't know what's going to end up here.
You don't?
I do not.
Yeah, because if you angle it that way, you're forcing yourself to either, obviously, using
Like
a scuttle
an L
token.
piece or like a 3-piece.
Correct. Which, I mean, that's 2 different potential shapes. Yeah. Whereas if you turn it the other way,
now I'm looking at.
You're certainly going to be scuttling something.
Yeah, I think like this.
It's going to have to be a single or like a straightaway.
For sure. That's
okay.
it.
Okay, looking good, friend. So yeah, I'm going to take my free action first to scoop up my green, and I'm going to put that here in this corner, taking my raft back, and then for my main action, because like I knew for sure I was going to do that. My question is, do I want to replace that raft out on the board and score and kind of secure something for the future? Yeah, I'm going to take my main action to reserve this red right there. And I'm going to let that move on down where it needs to go. Slide on down the river. Hey, we didn't destroy any buildings this time. Look at that.
Holy guacamole.
Look at us.
Look at us. I was like, dude, there's about to be a flood of purples because there's been none the exact whole game.
There've been very few for sure. Well, I mean, there are only 6 in the whole stacks.
Right.
In the whole of the stacks. Okay. I'm thinking my best move might be just to claim this now, put it into this slot, finishing this row, which I won't need to scuttle anything to do. And then not only will I get a piece that I can use to scuttle later on, my only holdback is I was really hoping to maximize around this orange. But, I figure I'm only really potentially losing out on 2 points there. I think sacrifices must be made. So yeah, I'm going to slot that in right there. I'm going to take my raft back. That's my free action.
You get a raft.
And then I get a raft right here. And then I'm going to use this raft to reserve that purple as my main action. Okay, that was my turn of this round. It is off to you, my friend.
Yes. I think I'm taking one of these yellows, and we can do that right there.
Okay.
So that I've got 2 next to each other.
Yeah.
That's the move, buddy.
'Tis. All right. Get out of here.
Get out of here.
All right. Another green for the corner.
You're getting down to it, buddy.
We sure are. All right. I'm seeing some beeves, some greens, and another blue.
I don't hate reserving that green, dude. I don't hate reserving that green, dude.
Okay, cool. I'm just going to main action take the purple. Oh, wait a second. That means I have to wait for another purple to come down and slot that in for me to really score. Well, I mean, I already reserved it, so I think that's still going to be the move to play because that's going to maximize my points on these guys here. So, okay, yeah. So I'm going to take it now as my free action. Slot that back in. I'm sorry, it's a free action because I already had it reserved. I am going to use this raft.
You don't have enough to scuttle, bud. You got
I do. I have 2.
That, and that.
I do not have to scuttle the backside. I only have to scuttle twice. I have to scuttle here to connect these guys.
Right.
And then scuttle here to do that.
Yes, sir.
Sorry. Yeah, because there's no boardwalks back there. Okay. That was pretty insane for a free action. Now I still have a main action. And I think that I am going to be kind of hosed for a little bit because you reserved that green. That would be really nice for me to pick up as well. And I'll need to scuttle some pieces, which I already kind of just did. So yeah, I think I'm just passing at this point.
For sure.
Okay.
I just blew up your crane. Sorry, bud.
No, it's all good. I got it.
Dang, dude, we're just about out.
What was that about purples needed?
There wasn't any for the longest time.
And now there are. I think that I want to reserve this one here. That's my action.
I can take this blue and put that like so. Boop.
Okay. I like it. I like it.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Holiday Inn Express.
All right. So final flip.
Yeah. Hey, it's your boy.
It is.
I have this saved for next round to go there, which means if I put something here, it can't be that. Well, it could be, but then I would be getting negative points because that'd be my third one. It can't be that because then I'm losing the points for those. So it literally has to be that, giving me 0 points, but keeping you off of it.
Right. So in a way, you're right. You're not losing points,
right?
But I'm not gaining points. So.
But it does weirdly fit because
it does. Look at that,
so.
And it lines up great with your boardwalks. I think that was a swell.
Like I kind of had to.
Yeah, I think that was a swell move.
Sorry, bro. You can't have a nice playground in your town.
I've already got 2.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
Your town looks nice, dude. It looks great.
Wow. I mean, who really is going to end up with the most parks and the best locations? Somebody call Leslie Nope. So I can just take this guy when it's time. So I will wait on that. You already kind of grifted that green away from me, which would have been so perfect. I guess it doesn't kill me to take this crane here, and then I could just fill up my board before you and just do it. Right? Can I do that? No. So I could take this, get the crane, but then I have to use that crane as a bridge. If I did that, and only if I put it here in the corner. Then if I took my free action, I still have to wait for the free action. I wouldn't have that crane to use here. Darn. I'm gonna pass. I'm just gonna do a whole lot of nothing.
For sure.
And I'm gonna let you potentially score. So we're all out of stuff, right? So the game ends when either we fill or all of this is off the board and the river is empty.
So you're first?
Yeah, I'm up first again. Yeah, so there's no way, because I passed last turn, there's no way for me to fill it before you. You've scored the 5 points over me. So yeah, I will be passing this round as well.
So yeah, I mean, my free action is take this corner tile, and it can fit nicely just like that.
Yeah, cutting me off on that other park was really, really clever move. Okay, now I continue to play just solo, right?
Yep.
So that was that round.
I do get this guy.
You do.
Ding.
Ding, 5. All right, so these guys are going to slide off the end. This is going to slide back to the top. This slides right where I needed it to be. So I'm going to free action, take that guy right into here, which isn't going to require me to scuttle any boats. Right there. And then for my main action, I'm going to take this guy right here and slot it in right there. It's not really worth any points, but it does allow me to fill up my board without violating any of the boardwalk rules.
For sure.
Okay, I think we're ready to score. What do you think?
Let's go to scoring, buddy. First of all, let's turn our board so that we can score this accurately.
Okay, sure. Boom. All right, there we go. So now we've got our columns aligned the way that you would if we were playing across from each other. Scoring pad says...
Score pad, dude. Let me get this on screen a little bit. So I was red. You were blue. First is we count our reds.
Okay. Keck scores 8 points on reds, having 4 of them.
You have 8?
1, 2, 3, 4. Yep.
I literally only had 2. So 4.
I was leaning hard into the token game, which we'll wait to see how that pans out.
Next are the parks. So they're 5 points in a corner. So I have 3 for 15.
2 in the corner. That's going to be 10 for Keck.
That's 2 in the corner. Orange markets.
Yeah, this is where I'm hoping to get paid off. Did you end up with any markets?
I think I took 1, dude.
Okay.
Woof. What was I doing in this game? What points do I even have?
Yeah, and that scores 2 points.
Yeah, because
right, because you surrounded it by greens.
I have 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, right?
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry, you're right. Yeah,
it doesn't count one of them.
It doesn't count the other green
points.
Twice. Okay, cool. So 4 points. My oranges, this guy is going to score, he's got 3 different colors around it, so that's 6. This orange has 3 around it. That's going to be another 6 for a total of 12 points. And then I have a third one that has also got 3 colors around it. So that's going to be
18.
18 points.
Wow. That was big. All right, blues. So blues are
2 points for each one in the row.
Yep.
Right
different
now
ones.
now that we've turned our boards, each different color in the row. So
2, 4, different. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This one is 1, 2, 3, 4. So 10 points for me there.
And I got 12. I was able to maximize the points on both of my blues.
All right, so yellows. I have 2 sets there for 20 points.
I only have a single set for 10 points.
Man, we're like
that was your big payoff, though. I mean, that's a chunk.
Yeah, and then we both ended up with purples, right? So that's a wash. We both have 8. You have 2 purples.
I have 2 purples. Yeah.
I also have 2 purples, so we both have 8. Is that the? Oh, that's beavers running through your town.
Correct. Beeves.
So, I mean, this dude can get out that way, and he can just move up and get out that way. So he's good, right? 5 points.
Go home, Beeve.
Do you have any?
No beeves.
Just leave it to beaver, dude.
Beaver-free town over here.
So then you get some leftover points for having leftover stuff, it looks like.
Yeah, you do.
Do you know how many?
I think it's 2 points for leftovers, which I think you only ended up, you're the only one with anything left, right?
I have 1 raft. So.
Beaver token that can move from A to 4, that's 5 points. Unused construction tokens are 2 points each. And the builder beaver, of course, is 5.
So I got a 2 and I got a 5. Dang, dude. All right, let's add this up and we will be right back with the final totals. All right, Garth. All right, y'all. So final scores. We got Keck with 66 and I pulled it out with 73 points.
Sure did, man. Well played, boss. Well played. I didn't expect that when you come back here and look at the scorecards that these little extra bits at the bottom would push you over the top. But it sure did. It sure did. Be the first one to clear out your board. 5 points is actually a pretty significant boost in this game.
And having like a leftover raft for 2, that's just like 7 points out of nowhere. Good game, bro.
Good one.
Good game, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a little more brain burning than expected. I thought this was going to be like a chill, little cozy, sit by the river, watch the logs go by. Well, thank you guys for watching and hanging out with us on this playthrough. Remember to hit like and subscribe to the channel if you're not already. And as always, remember to game and drink responsibly, and we will see you at the next one.
Later, y'all.
Have a good one.